Hey guys, Buddy here, back with another ARC video. I figured I've been getting a lot of questions about people that are brand new or people that are just starting, so I kind of wanted to make sort of a quick how-to video on kind of how to get started in ARC. ARC has a lot of stuff going on with it, not necessarily only in the game, which also has hundreds of dinos and hundreds of different items and combinations, stuff like that. So I'm not going to start to deal with any of those, but yeah, so I figured I would just kind of start out sort of a how-to ARC, if you will. So yeah, so this video is going to be mostly about how to get started to get into a game that you're going to enjoy. And if you're a little nervous about playing with people that have had the game for 5 years or so, which I totally understand, and maybe you want to host your own, start your own single player game, I'll sort of run you through some starting options and settings that you can do. So yeah, so feel free to give me some feedback on what you think of the video, and yeah, I look forward to any comments you guys have. So again, I stream on Twitch 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern time every day. If you have any questions from the video, you want them to be answered over there, I can definitely help you out, or my chat is great over there and they're very helpful, and all have a lot of experience as well. So enjoyed the video. Thanks. So when you first load into ARC, you'll get this. This news will change. You'll see if any events are right here. You'll learn about mating, breeding, taming, harvesting, and XP as we get to further into this. Genesis is obviously the newest map, and then you have your total conversion mods down here. Primitive Plus is the official one, and I'm not going to dive into that. It just sort of removes a lot of the technology aspects of ARC, so you get, as well as putting in a couple more things too, but you get a more primitive ARC experience. But we're not going to deal with that. We're just going to work on like how people deal with jumping into ARC to start. So you can go to join ARC, and that'll bring up all the PvE and PvP official and unofficial servers on this map. So I have my session filter. If you look here at official servers, I have auto favorite played sessions. That just makes it easier, so when you finally do like join one, or you really like one, it'll auto favorite it for you, so you don't have to go look through the 1,000 servers here. So official will obviously have official in the name, and then Primitive Plus will have Primitive Plus in the name there. You can tell PvE or PvP based on this. PvE is completely PvE, and PvE obviously can have both. So you can change kind of your filters here if you know what you want to play on. My suggestion for starting out would be to sign into a PvP official island server. It could be challenging to find maybe one that's not completely overhauled or whatever you would like to say. Also, there's a ton of servers. I might have just lagged up my thing here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so there's a massive list of servers here. Again, I would recommend searching the island. It narrows it down a lot. I think the island is a great start. So another key aspect I would totally look at is, if you're looking at these, is double check the day here, because the days can get pretty huge, and if they have a large number of days, chances are that those servers have a ton of space like taken up on them. So you'll see that a lot of the sort of more lower ones are all like very full. So you want to make sure that if you're trying to get into like one that has almost 23,000 days, you're gonna want to like try it out before you completely like, I want to play on here. So yeah, again, the ones that have hundreds and thousands of days are gonna have a lot less people on it, because the people have been playing on there for a long time. The ones that are more new are gonna have more people trying to make their mark. So, and these could definitely be different kinds of main servers. So that's it's a lot of information for sure, but you don't really have to worry about the build. You can look at the mode if you want, but yeah, it's still, all that information is over here. And then definitely you want to look at your ping as well. Nobody likes playing on a server where they're constantly lagging, so that's just sort of my take on it. That's what I would do. Again, looking at the day and looking at the people, so you can definitely tell kind of what's going on. But that would be my recommendation if you're trying to jump right into some online PvP. The official servers are very populated. Obviously, you can see that. If you don't want to do that and you want to just do a single player, you can do host/local. Here are your story arcs. If you have the DLCs, they should be open, and then as well as the custom arcs that are also official. Obviously, your available mods and your mod settings will be over here on the right hand side, and then your settings that you'll set up here. I would recommend setting to difficulty 1. That makes the max dino level 120 if you set it to difficulty 1. There is no difficulty offset. This is single player, so you can only get it up to 1. On servers, you can make it set to higher difficulties with a difficulty offset. But a lot of this stuff I would keep the same. One thing that you could mess around in is the XP. Some people like 2, some people like 10 or 12 or whatever. I tend to keep that the same. It gets a little crazy, but if you're just messing around, you can obviously make these numbers whatever you would like them. So if you're looking for like a decent starting, I would set XP to 1, Taming Speed to 5, and I would set where is it? You could change these, the water drain and food drain and stuff like that, if you are more knowledgeable. But where is it? Taming Speed is 5. I'm looking for it. Looking for a harvesting amount. Here it is. Right under there. I would set that to 3. These are just good, decent values. Again, I like to keep it at 1 because it makes the game still fun, and like when you get levels and stuff like that, it's meaningful. Taming speed, obviously, however fast you want to tame your creatures. 5 makes it reasonable for you to get creatures in a short amount of time, but also keeps it a source of pride when you tame something and you actually put you're spending an hour or so on it. You're still going to be proud that you have it and that you got it. The harvest amount 3, again, it goes back to just feeling like you accomplished something. 3 times makes it so that you won't spend all day getting stone to make one wall, but you won't completely fill up your inventory when you break 1 stone open either. I definitely allow the third person notifying join and left. It depends on who's there. The crosshairs I definitely enjoy. I think it's a nice addition, so I definitely enable crosshairs. Hardcore mode and loot crates and stuff like that, that's obviously for you. PvE mode, it changes a few things. If you're just starting out, it's definitely worth it. Show player map location is definitely worth it as well as PvP gamma and the corpse locator right here. Those are very important. I wish that they would make it that way anyway, so yeah. And then this, just a little more, again, the maturation speed and stuff like that, totally you can mess with later on when you get to it, as well as all these stats and stuff like that. A little too complex for just starting out, so I would leave all those the same. And then Ingrams, I wouldn't even touch these as well. So I would start out on the island, we'll get it loaded up, and we're not going to run any mods either.